Again, there should be very minimal or no spacing between the two boards. If there is a spacing, that means something wasn't all the way enforced. Either the dowel is not all the way in, or the clip, which is also known as the moms, are not in the right position when it was locked. Next, we have the bases. Now, we put the bases. You can pick either which way to place them. They are symmetrical. It does not matter. And we're doing the same thing. We're locking them in. You can put the moms facing in or the moms facing out. It doesn't matter. The only place it will matter is on the bottoms. Also, keep in mind it's recommended to build this on a flat surface. Now this one, it must. This is the front of it. As you see the finished tape, this one must be facing inwards, so the enforcement isn't seen. If it is not screwed in counterclockwise, you will see that it does not have a grip. Now, once that is all done, the chest should look similar to this. Our last step is to place the top on. Now, we do this very carefully. We start one side. We do not get it in all the way. We first look to line up all. All enforcements. Now, once this is done, it's going to require either a tap, or you could slightly use a hammer. And again, we tighten all these fasteners clockwise. Now it's recommended to go over it one more time to make sure that all the fasteners are enforced. Once that is done, our next step is to screw on the back panel. Now there should be 3 of them. And we place it. We start from the top. Now this is the most key part, is to make it symmetrical. Now, when we start, we want to make sure that there's an even space going down the side and an even space going down on this side. If it's a little bit more on one side than the other, it's okay, as long as the line looks straight. And the same thing here as well. Now, our next step is we get the screws for the back. For this, a drill will be necessary. You take 1 screw and 1 plastic cap. And we start from 1 corner. There is no need to put any extra force on the screws where the plastic cap can crack. Now, while doing this, we want to make sure that there is no movements in that panel. We also want to make sure that we're not going too far out, and so it doesn't crack the sides. Now, once all four corners are enforced, we can start going around every 5, 4, 5, 6 inches. Again, we want to make sure that it's not coming too close to the edge where it's going to crack it. It's going to be right perfectly in the middle.